There's definitely a lack of good quality personal trainers in the country. So if you've got a good understanding of people's needs, you understand training and how to train people, you've got a step up on everyone else who's personal training and coaching. Yesterday I signed up a new client and I'm absolutely buzzing about it. Currently I've got 26 clients that I look after. Looking after 26 people can be stressful. You know, you've got to look after people's wants and needs, what their training program needs updating with, what their goals are, refreshing their goals, making sure that they are on top of things, hitting the steps, tracking the nutrition. So doing all these things inside one brain can be a lot. Being a personal trainer isn't as easy as you might think, and I'm going to show you why that is. So if I'm going to be completely honest with you, the hardest thing about being a personal trainer is the early mornings. Getting up, I think it's hard for loads of people. Once you're both in the gym, well, hopefully the client's in the gym already. If they're a good client, they should be already warming up and ready for the session to start. If you've got a bad client maybe, I've got a couple and you know you are, you're late, or maybe even you don't even turn up without telling me, then you've got another thing on your hands, and that's where you need to make sure that people know where they stand with you. So you have to be honest with people and tell them that you don't want your time wasting. So you do have to make sure that you're clear and concise and honest with all of your clients so they know what they're expected to be and what's expected of you as well. Asking people difficult questions and finding their reason why can be a real task. You have to almost be their counsellor or their psychiatrist for a moment and sit down and ask them, why are you here in the first place? They'll give you an answer and then they say, well, why are you feeling like that? And why have you got to this situation? And what do you want to do about it? Because there's so many different ways you can answer it and you might set off a trigger for someone. So you have to be really careful with what you're saying. And if it is something that you aren't too sure about answering, then you just have to be honest with people and say, well, I'm here to listen to you and I'm here for you if you do ever want to just talk to somebody. But you just got to make sure you've got that boundary with what you are for them and not overstepping that and taking too much on. But typically finding motivation for clients, it comes from action. So the more actions that they're taking positively daily with the habits and doing little things every single day, if they're doing them consistently over a small period of time, a longer period of time, that's when they build their motivation again. So I always say motivation comes from action. It's usually the case that motivation doesn't just spring out of nowhere again. It's because you start doing little things right every single day. Look at your steps and try and improve them. Look at your eating habits and try and improve them. And look at your sleep and try and improve that. I would say that having your own mentor is super important, and I had Kyle Green as my mentor for a short while. The amazing thing about being a personal trainer, for me, I'm in my third year, just going into my third year of personal training, is the potential for entrepreneurship. The potential for entrepreneurship. So there's so many avenues, streams of income that you can look at with personal training. You've got online coaching to delve into, which is a huge money maker if you're getting it right, which I'm slowly starting to build on. I'm on 4 online clients at the moment. It just means you've got more time for other things. You might spend 1 to 2 hours a week per client, depending on how much you want to help them and how much help they need. And there's the potential for building a social brand through Instagram and YouTube, which is kind of what I'm trying to do now. And there's obviously personal training sessions as well. So trying to build up to 20 hours per week, up to 30 hours per week, I would say is a really good aim and target to be fully booked. The main reason why I got into this job is to make a positive impact on people's lives. I've always enjoyed looking after people and making sure everyone's like having a good time or looking after their health. And the amazing thing about being a personal trainer in a gym is I can keep myself fit, I can help others, and I can help them get fit and look after themselves as well. The amazing thing about personal training is it's a low bar to entry, so you don't need a degree. However, that is then a negative aspect of why there's so many PTs out there. I'm lucky enough to have gone to university and got a sport and exercise science degree, first class I should say. Not many PTs do have that, and there's opportunities once you've got your level 2 and level 3 and you start PTing to then grow and do other qualifications on top of that aren't super expensive. So it might cost you between £1,000 and £2,000 to become a personal trainer, and once you've got that level, you start working, getting your clients in, and then you can slowly build up by adding different certifications through the months and through the years of actual PTing. I love in-person coaching. I've got a class that I run and I love seeing everyone each week. We do a Monday and a Tuesday class, and everyone comes together. There's about 20 to 25 of us that come down, and it's nice to build connections and relationships with individual clients. The final point I'd like to make is that personal training is a super creative job if that's something that you love doing. I'm super creative minded and I love making videos through Instagram, through TikTok and through YouTube, and this is why I started doing this, just to show off that side of me and to give you guys a bit more of an insight alongside that habit that I've got of creating content for people and for myself, for my own enjoyment. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy it, leave a like. If you've got any questions, comment down below, or you can message me on Instagram. I'll see you in the next one.